Good morning, everyone. This is Jackie. I'm going to give you a little bit of a morning makeover from scratch. All I've done is cleansed my skin, put my hair up so that it's kind of out of the way for the day. I haven't done it yet, it's just out of the way for makeup. And I'm going to start covering up all the little imperfections and everything for the day. So I'm going to start with a few rings. Even though I slept well, there are a few darker marks under my eyes. I'm going to use the all-round concealer, and this is by Catrice. So the color that counteracts dark rings under the eyes is this one over here. So all I'm going to do is just take that, and you'll actually see the difference. It'll look pinkish, but it takes away those rings quite nicely. I'm going to do that on this side now as well, because I've got good light. I can see exactly what I need to cover up. Let's see. I'm going to put a little bit over here as well. Right. Then to counteract the redness on my face, we use the green color. So this is a camouflage, liquid camouflage by Catrice. I don't have a lot of redness today. I've got one little tiny spot over here. I'm going to do my nose a little bit because it's quite red, and probably just a tiny bit there and there. Okay, so all I do with that is I place it on the face. I use a small little triangle sponge over here, and I just pat that in. But you still want the green visible, because now we're going to apply the foundation on top. So it's just actually to give you a base below the foundation, that it doesn't show the red marks through. Okay. While I'm doing that, okay, I'm going to start with my foundation now. I'm going to be using the HD by Catrice for a change today. My go-to is Moisture Macy, but I am saving it for tomorrow. I like to give my skin a bit of a break. Some days I'll use a higher coverage foundation, some days I'll use a very light one, some days I'll just use my Sensational Day Cream, Tinted Day Cream, or Hydro Hero by Essence. That's when I'm wanting a really super light look. Right, so I've got my little beauty blender, and I'm going to just dampen it a little bit with my fixing spray. So just like that. Now it's nice and damp so it doesn't swallow up all our foundation. I'm going to put the foundation on my hand. It's going to be about that much. You can see there. And now I'm going to dab and start dabbing onto the face. And yeah, this is going to be a process, so I'll just chat about my week so far. Hope everyone's had a nice Valentine's. Valentine's was on Tuesday this week. I went out for a nice dinner. Just a quiet Valentine's. It's the first year that I didn't feel very Valentine's-y. I normally go to town, and I like love special days like Christmas, Easter, Valentine's, birthdays. I'm a big one for special events or special days. But yeah, it was a quiet one this year, and yeah, nothing really too interesting happened. Clearly no secret admirers. But I was watching the kids come out of school on Tuesday. I had a lunch across the road from a school, and it was so cute to watch them come out in their Civvies Day clothes. So they either had to wear pink or red, and it was so sweet, all of them with roses and chockies and bunches of flowers. It's lovely to see. It kind of makes their day. And it's more, I suppose, about the youngsters, these special days. So hope everybody got a little bit of something. That's my worst. when my kids were little, I would make sure I snuck something into their school bags with a little letter saying from secret admirer, just so that they, if they didn't get anything, that they'd feel special and loved. But yeah, it was quite cute to see them all glowing as they left school on Tuesday. Some people say Valentine's is just a money-making operation, but I like the idea of it. Right, so now I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer under my eyes, just to kind of lighten up a little bit. And I also use it almost as a primer for my lids, so that my eyeshadow stays on. Today, all I'm doing is running errands and meeting an electrician just now. So I'm really not going for a night look or a zhuzh fancy look. I'm just literally going for your daily look. So now I just pat in my concealer, prep the lids for eyeshadows. Today I'm not going to use a liquid contour. I'm going to use a powder contour. I've been preferring it lately. I find that I don't get as much shine on my face in the middle of the day if I use powders more than creams. Right, so that's concealer done. Right, I am now going to use my contour. I'm going to use my Benefit. It's one of my favorites. It's a highlighter and a contour in one. And so for the first part, I'm only going to be using the bottom section of this. I make my brush quite sort of flat when I apply, because we don't want a huge contour. We kind of just want almost like a shadow. Right, and that's how it goes on. There you can see, there's my contouring, nice and visible. And then I'm going to contour. This is where I make the brush very, very thin. I squish it so that it's thin. I've got quite a large sort of nose, so I contour quite a lot on my nose. Then I contour the double chin that you don't want anyone to see, quite lightly. And then just for a sun-kissed sort of bronzed look, because we are coming out of summer, I just, where the sun would normally hit your face, that's where I put a bit of contour. And that's about it. Okie dokes. Now I am going to put my blush on. So I keep going for this. I love this color blush. It's like a real pinky blush, but once it's on, it really looks quite healthy. It's like it gives you a real healthy look. It's quite deceiving when you buy blushes because they're quite scary in the colors when you put them on. So I don't put too much. I actually dab each side of my brush. My brush is desperately needing a clean, which I'll probably do tonight. So I'm going to just first put some blush on the face, and now I'm going to, it's exactly where you would smile. So slightly above the contour, not too high up because that's where your highlighter is going to go, but about here. Just so that you have a healthy sort of color. That looks good. It's about right. Let's see from further away. Awesome. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is I love to put a bit of contour in the shadow just under my bottom lip. Okay, so blush, just a tiny bit. This one's looking a little bit more blush than the other. There we go. Fabulous. Right, blush done. Now I'm going to go on to highlight. So I'm going to use the top half of my Benefit highlighter contour palette. And I've got a particular brush for everything. So you don't want to muck up your makeup and use your contouring brush and your highlighter. So this is my highlight brush. Again, I squash it because we don't want a huge sweep of highlighter. Everywhere we're using it, we are just using it in where the light catches your cheekbone. There you can see it. And again here, I do put a little roughly over my peak of my eyebrow. Can you see that highlighter coming through there? Then down the bridge of my nose to try and make my nose look thinner. And I do a tiny bit like that. And Cupid's bow, very important. It just is so pretty when you see the highlights on the Cupid's bow. That's about enough highlighter. Right. I'm going to move on to eyes. Some people do eyes first, but I'm not particularly messy with my eyes, so I do them in the stage of the makeup, because I find if I do them before, I might do them a little bit too dark or a little bit too light, and once I've done the rest of my makeup, they don't show up enough or whatever. So I do prefer to do them in this section. All right, so I'm just grooming the brows a little bit so that they're doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, the first thing I'm going to, oh no, we need to blush. I mean, we need to powder before I forget. I mean, now I've already blushed and everything. I actually don't look like I actually need a lot of powder today, but I'm just gonna do kind of my T-zone with my banana powder and my forehead, because I absolutely hate getting a shine during the day. So sorry, this is a terribly Dear Macaw video. This would have happened before your any of your contour, your highlights, and your blush. So straight after foundation, I would have just, particularly there, just to set the concealer, and then everything actually looks fine. It doesn't even look like I actually needed too much powder. Right, okay, eyes. I'm going to use my fluffy brush. So again, looks like it needs a clean, but that's my fluffy brush for in this crease of the eye. It's the perfect size and shape. Let's use a different palette today. Let's see. Let's use, I've got this lovely Make Magic Happen, and it's got such nice natural colors, because today I really am just running around. So I'm going to look for a mid color without a shimmer. I actually quite like that one. So that's going to be my crease color. It's like a warm, muddy brown, warm brown. And I'm going to just go back and forwards in the crease of my eye. Because I've got slightly hooded eyes, I'm not just wanting to go in the crease. I don't mind it going up a little bit. So there you can see a bit of that color coming in. Excuse the building sounds. My complex are all trying to fix, the complex is trying to fix all our garage roofs, which are leaking from all this rain. So we constantly have clanging and banging. Right, I like that. That's very nice and warm. It's warmed up my face. I'm going to take a slightly darker color with one of my small eyeshadow brushes. You'll see that's my dark eyeshadow brush. And I think I'm going to go in with this one over here. And I'm just going to be putting it in the crease and the corner of the eye. Let's just get a bit more. I bought a set of magnetic eyelashes last week, and I've been playing with them. I will do a tutorial on them next, in the next few videos. And they're actually so easy to use. On Saturday I'm going to a birthday party, so I might actually use my magnetic lashes. And it comes with a magnetic liner, so it's quite clever, quite high tech. So you put on your magnetic liner, let it dry, and then the eyelashes just adhere to the magnetic liner. This is very clever. It's cute. But I don't generally wear lashes in a day. Look, it's I really hate that heavy windscreen wiper look. And now I'm going to take a light color, which I'm going to use on the inner half of the eye. I'm going to use this one here. I don't really want to shimmer, so I'm going to go from the inside of my eye just to more or less the middle. Lovely. Right. Very soft. Maybe a little bit of drama is needed, a little bit more. I'm going to take that darker color and just go in a little bit more with it. Yeah, it's better. And that looks much nicer. Then I'm going to take my fluffy brush again with that warm color and just blend. Just make sure I've blended, there's no hard lines. Great. And it's just putting a little bit more of that warmth back in because it kind of went darker brown and then a bit cool. Now I'm going to do just below my brow a nice sort of highlighted look. Do you see that? But I'm not going to leave it in that line like that. This is just start of it. So like that and like that, and then just smooth it out a bit so that you've got a nice highlighted area below your eyebrows. And then of course we always highlight the inner little start of the eye. There we go, you can see it there on that one. Great. Fluffy brush again to make sure that my highlighted white color is not in a line. Then I'm going to take that dark brown again that I used, and I'm just going to sweep it under the eye just for a little bit more drama because I don't really want to wear eyeliner today. Great, that's perfect. That's what I'm going for on the eyes. Just something, doesn't look like I've put in effort, but I have. Polished look for the day. Right, next I'm going to do brows. So I'm going to be using my brow mascara by Catrice, which I absolutely love. Just got to be careful because I'm not using a mirror, I'm using a camera. And it's a little bit less easy to do, but I just brush through my hairs and go with the arch of my brow. Just gives a little bit more definition. Sometimes I actually brush stroke my brows in with a brow pencil, but I find for everyday look this is not bad and it's nice and easy. It doesn't take a lot of time. So just making sure that I've got it on those front few hairs. And here as well. Oh, I'm a little bit more sparse with hair here in the front, but I want it on. Hello. Okay, that's great. I'm going to go with mascara today, so I'm going to curl my lashes. I wonder if anybody's actually noticed, do the lashes actually stay curled the whole day? Because I don't feel like they do. I feel like they stay curled for about an hour or two, and then you have mascaraed straight lashes for the rest of the day. So I wonder if it's actually worth the effort, but anyway, we do it. Okay, wonderful. Right, so I'm going to use my favorite mascara because it doesn't smudge during the day, and I hate panda eyes, so bye bye panda eyes. And I'm going to just apply lashings of mascara, lots and lots and lots of mascara in layers. So just keep layering it. Almost makes me look like I have brown eyes in this under this light, where I've got very green eyes. Maybe it's all brown eyeshadow. Come on, lashes, lots of mascara. That one's taking on nicely. There we go. Now we're starting to get a nice amount of mascara on the eyes. For Valentine's, I didn't post a video. I did take a pic of my makeup. I went with a very dark lip, almost like a black red. So a very dramatic lip. But today, because I'm just running around town, I'm not going to do a nude lip. I'm going to do a pink lip, which I love. It's actually my favorite, is a pink lip. A dusty pink lip. And yeah, that's going to be me for the day. Okay, no eyeliner today. Brows done. Mascara nicely done. I just see a little, like, why is this not taking nicely? Have I got a gap in my eyelashes here? It looks like it. Okay, that's mascara done. I'm going to use a very nude pink lip liner. Again, it's very difficult. Just bear with me while I try and do it in a camera and not a mirror. I do overdraw them a bit. Right, and then I'm going to use my Essence Hydro Matte lipstick, which is my absolute favorite color. I'll tell you the color. It is a 401. It looks like this, Hydro Matte, but I absolutely just love this color. This is my color. And just gonna, also has such a divine smell for a lipstick. It's got like a melony, fruity smell. It's lovely. There we go. Right, that's my look for the day. I'm gonna choose earrings, do my hair. I'll post a photo afterwards of once everything's done. The last step is just my Shake, Fix and Glow, my fixing spray, and just from a distance, and that's me to go. Okay, standard daily look. This is for all the latest ladies who've bought the Moist and Macy foundation and have no clue where to start. The only thing I messed up was your blush. Blush goes below your powder goes below your blush, your contour and your highlighter. So once you've done your foundation and then your concealer, then you powder. And that's Jackie. Hope you guys have a fabulous Thursday today, and hope you've been enjoying my spa moods music in the background, if you can hear it over my yabba yabba voice. And yeah, pop me a message if you guys are interested in anything else or want to see anything else, and I will try and serve your needs. Have a great day. Bye bye.